10. There is no way I'm going to get everything done on my list today and be out the door by 5:30. I love these. I think they look really, really cool. And this is making our cinnamon butter. That looks quite cool, doesn't it? And that is Crunchy Road. So I've finished the frames. I'm really, really pleased with these, obviously. Good morning and welcome back to a new video. I'm really excited. I've got a fun day to share with you today. We're going to be doing lots and lots of really fun things. I've finished kit packing, so the place is a mess, and I know lots of you love a little bit of a tidy and organise, so we're going to be starting off with that as the studio is a mess. I've also got a gift to make. I've got some cards to make. I have got, what else was I going to do? I was going to do a few other things with you. Oh, I can't remember, I've forgotten now. I've got a few bits and pieces. We're going away for the weekend, so I want to get a bit organised for that. And, oh, I've got birthday cakes to make as well. That was the fun thing I was going to do. 2 different types of cake to make, so we're going to be doing that today. And then if I can get everything done, we are going out for dinner tonight as well. So really excited about that. And then we're going away for the weekend, which I will share in a separate video. And we're going to friends tonight as well. I have got such a full day. I was at my desk by 5:30, so I've had a good head start. It's currently 9:45. But I'm excited to share everything with you today. It's going to be a fun day, a little bit of everything. I hope you enjoy hanging out with me today. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know how your week's been. Have you been up to much? Have you made anything? Have you been creative? Have you made cards, journaling? Have you baked? Have you organised? You know, all the things I like doing. Let me know if you've done any of them too. So here's the usual mess. It's the same, isn't it? Every single time I get into the same mess. Oh, this reminds me. I wanted to start a new journal as well. Oh gosh, I've got a video I wanted to get up tonight. So oh gosh, I have got so many things to do. I'm not going to get it all done, am I? It's 9:45. There is no way I'm going to get everything done on my list today and be out the door by 5:30. It's just impossible, but I'm going to try hard. Let's start with a super quick speed clean and organise.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you.
Is a definite improvement. I will tackle that corner there another time. That's not for today. I do have a little pile of die cuts here. I was sent these by Paper Maze. They are so cute. I've used them on one project. I still want to use them on another, and I just keep pushing them around, like from one area of the desk to another. But I'm going to pop them all in here, I think, just to keep them all together. Then I know what I've got. And I'm not going to accidentally lose anything, but it also makes it look a bit tidier because this area has been looking rather messy lately and I don't like it. That space looks better now, and I've got a nice clear desk to film on. I've had some really busy work days this week, and I've been really bad at keeping up my eating. I forget to eat and then it hits me late afternoon and I've got really wobbly legs. So I've got so much to do today that I don't want that to happen. So I've heated up last night's frittata. There was just one slice left and I just knew that it would be really handy today. And keeping leftovers sometimes is really helpful because like today I've just blasted that for a few seconds in the microwave. It's a feta and red pepper frittata, and that's going to be perfect to tie me over. And I've also grilled some chicken. Yesterday I had some chicken left over in the fridge, 2 thighs, that it was like the last day I really could use them. I think if I'd have left them today, they'd have started to smell. So I grilled them off last night while I was making dinner, and they're going to be perfect for a chicken salad for lunch. I forgot to say, this is my list that I am working from today. I managed to tick one item off my list, and now I'm going to film this video. So this is the page that I've just created, and now I'm going to edit that. And it's time for lunch, and I've made that super quick chicken salad, and it's a bit of a cheats one. I've just squirted a bit of not ketchup, salad cream, and a bit of vinegar and some salt. I'm doing really well with my list. I've just filmed another video that's coming up. I need to bake Aid's birthday cake. I need to make a gifted frame and make Aid's birthday cards. So we're going to be doing those next. I think I might do the baking, because then while that's in the oven, I can then do the other creative things. I find sometimes when it comes to working on a list, you need to like prioritize certain things. So like the cake's going to take 45 minutes to cook, so that needs to be in the oven. So that makes sense to do that next. It's time for baking. I've been looking forward to this. I am going to make something. It's so delicious. I've only made it once. I combined 2 recipes together, and I made it for Louis, and he let me know he had gone to uni, taken the cake with him, and he said it was banging. So I think that means it was really good. So I'm going to make 2 of these, and we're going to take them to our friends tomorrow, and I hope they think that they're banging too. So it starts off with my usual banana bread recipe. If you're new to my channel, it's my first ever cookbook that I've had since I was about 5, and I still use it. So whilst I'm mixing up the flour and marge, I am going to be mashing up 6 bananas. I'm making 2 cakes, so it's 3 bananas per cake. The browner they are, the better, because the sweeter they'll be. The marge and flour's mixed. I've got 2 eggs, 100 grams of sugar, and the mashed bananas are going in. I'm going to mix that up. Remember, this is for 2 cakes. For anyone wanting the banana bread recipe, this is it here. So you can always pause it and write it down. And now for the fun bit, we're combining some plain flour with brown sugar, marge, and cinnamon. This is going to be amazing. I've already got the cakes in loaf tins here. I don't usually use a little paper liner, but because we're taking them to friends, it just feels a little bit easier. And now mix. The quantities, by the way, for one are about 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, 6 tablespoons of butter, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. I always overdo it with a teaspoon with the cinnamon, because I like it to be a little bit stronger. But yeah, I should have gone with a larger bowl. I'm really pleased. I'm about to use my KitchenAid glass big jug that goes in the mixer. I've never used it. I've had the machine for 7-8 years, and this has just been sat living on top of the units. I've just given it a good wash. It came free with the machine when Aid bought it me for my birthday, and I've never used it, so I've decided to give it a go for the first time. I just don't have enough space in this bowl. And I don't know why I'm mixing it by hand when I've got a beautiful mixer there, so I'm going to mix it up. I think I prefer the silver actually, because you can't see all the crappy wires behind it. Right, let's mix this. And this is making our cinnamon butter. That looks quite cool, doesn't it? I can't believe I've never used it, and I just realised it's 7.5 years old tomorrow since I received this machine. That makes life so much easier. Without a doubt, that is the best present I've ever received. I love it, and even 7.5 years on, the novelty still hasn't worn off. I still love looking at it on my kitchen worktop. I love using it. I just love it so much. And now we are going to fold this between the 2 cakes. So we want to create almost like a cinnamon swirl. So I'm going to do this in stages. It's making sure that I don't place nearly all of it in one and forget about the other. So we're just going to swirl that through so that when the cake gets cut, everyone gets a bite of cinnamon butter. Oh my goodness, that cinnamon butter is so delicious. And because I whipped it It's really, really light and fluffy. So we're going to pop these in for about 45 minutes on 180. And now for Aid's birthday cake, but it's not a cake. I had a little... It's I made it the other week when my family were all over, and it's like a rocky road, but I turned it into a crunchy road. I put my own little spin on it. I'm using the usual chocolate. I'm using a lot of chocolate. Morrison's own chocolate is 36p a bar. That's amazing. So we're going to use, I've got 6 bars. I'm making up a lot. We have got sultanas. We have got glacé cherries. We have got, I'm going for chocolate digestives this time instead of regular digestives. And to make it extra crunchy, we have got cornflakes, we have got crunchy bars, and we have got golden syrup and butter as well. I love this recipe so much. It's so good and is so much better than any rocky road. If you wanted to add marshmallows, you can. We feel it's actually better without them. And obviously, if you don't want the fruit, leave the fruit out. If we were making it for the family, I would make it without the fruit. However, the kids aren't around and Aid likes fruit. So it's his birthday, so he's having it with fruit. And this is a really good one because it's a no-bake, kind of like chocolate cake, which is a winner with everybody, unless you hate chocolate. I'm not a chocolate fan, but I still love this. 36p a bar. You need to try this. Yeah, tell me what you think. No, this is milk.
Okay.
Usually we buy Lidl. I haven't been to Lidl. And theirs has gone up now to, was it 45?
40 something p.
5p. It was 35. It's really good. I would say it's on par with Milka. It's a really lovely creamy chocolate, nicer than Cadbury's.
Okay.
I don't like Cadbury's anyway, but
It's very nice.
it's really good chocolate. I'm melting that all down. That's with the butter and the chocolate, and I'm just about to add the golden syrup. I'm making a huge, great big load of this. We're taking this with us to friends tomorrow. So the chocolate, butter, and the golden syrup has all melted together. So now we will add the crushed biscuits, the cornflakes, the fruit, but we'll save the crunchy till last. I'm just going to get that last little bit of butter. Nobody wants a mouthful of butter. So I have broken up a whole packet, minus the ones we ate, of the chocolate digestives. I want to tell you about these. So I would usually include normal digestives, and I would buy the store's own one for this kind of thing. However, Morrison's didn't have them in stock, but they did have the chocolate digestives, and I thought, well, it's a chocolate dessert, so it's going to be fine. 66p for these. So much cheaper than McVitie's. And we've tried them. There's an empty packet there. They taste just the same. I don't think I would notice the difference if I had a McVitie's and a Morrison's Own in front of me. They are so delicious. 66p. It's amazing. Let's get some cornflakes in there as well for some extra crunch. Who remembers cornflake crispy cakes from school? We want to stir it so that we don't crush them completely, and I'm going to add the fruit now as well. This is going to be so delicious. Best birthday cake ever. I've lined a big baking dish with greaseproof paper, poured it all out, and I'm just going to press it down into the sides. You don't want it too dry because you want it to all stick together. Last time I made it, it was a little bit crumbly. I maybe put just a bit too much of biscuit in there. So I'm going to spread it all out, and I need to get crumbling the crunchy next. I'm just going to crunch these up and then sprinkle on the top. You need to do it, make sure the chocolate is, I think the cakes are ready, is still nice and melty so that it sticks. Make sure it's pressed down really well because you don't want the loose bits when you come to cut it. Press it into the corners. It's a gooey one. So I'd love to know, have you made this before? And do you add marshmallows? Would you have it without the fruit? Would you add other chocolatey bits? Let me know how you would make yours. And now to sprinkle on the crunchy. I will be pressing this on afterwards like this because I want to make sure that it does stick, because we don't want to cut into it and for all the little bits to fall off. So press them down nicely. And that is Crunchy Road, my own recipe. What do you think? I think it looks amazing. This needs to go in the fridge, and what's wonderful about it, it will just lift out really nice and easy tomorrow. I will put it on the chopping block and I'll be able to chop that ready to go, and let's just hope it doesn't melt in the car. We have about 5 hours in the car to travel tomorrow. And I ended up using almost 2 packets of the chocolate digestive. That's all that's left, and 3 crunches and 6 bars of chocolate. Definitely one for a birthday, this one. I love a cake that just falls out of its tin. I think I will actually remove the paper liners. I don't actually need these on. There we go. I would say that's been a very successful baking evening. I've now got 45 minutes to get washed up. I have been washing up as I go along, so I've only got the last few bits to do. And then I want to make the card and make Lisa's gift as well. 45 minutes to do that. I am so warm. It's really warm baking this afternoon. We've just actually changed our plans, and our friends who we were going to after our meal are now joining us for the meal, but we're not actually meeting now until an hour later, so that's even better. So I've got a little bit of time. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with Aid's birthday card. So I've had these frames at the top of the stairs for goodness knows how long, and nothing is in them. I always meant to put photographs in, I never got round to it, and now I'm going to be changing that. So I don't usually do cards, if I'm totally honest, but I thought I would. It means a lot to Aid. He still likes that kind of thing. I've got a 5x5 card. This is a 4x4 frame. So what I thought I would do is write something on both sides of the card, but then after he's had it, I'm going to cut it down the middle and put each one in one of these frames. And I'm going to do a really, really quick and easy design. So for my journaling, absolutely ages ago, I bought a pack of old comic papers, and as you can see, I use them in my journals. And I was just thinking it would be really nice to have something in a frame. So that's what I'm going to do today, but I'm not just going to frame it. I'm going to do something else. I quite like that first one, but I'm concerned. I love the design. I'm concerned that I might not do it justice. I want to cut a heart out of the middle. Yeah, I think I can make this work. So I'm going to go with this one, and I am going to fold it in half. I want to make sure that it fits the frame, which it does. That's good. Folding it in half, and I am now going to cut a heart out of the center. Doesn't have to be perfectly central. So, oh, that's worked out so well. On one I've got Mickey Mouse, and on the other I've got the negative of that. So the idea being that will be on the back of one of them, so that would be on a white card, and this one with Goofy will be on the other. I need to trim this one down slightly. I am so pleased. These have actually turned out better than I expected. I thought maybe I would do it and it would be completely off, or I would sort of like cut Mickey in half or something like that. Isn't that an easy way, not only to make a card, but to make some art as well? I'm super pleased with those. And I've just used a regular Pritt stick to stick them on. I'm going to write on the back, so eventually one day when we open up the frames, the message will be on there. I will date them as well, and it's going to make really cool artwork afterwards. I will actually finish the video afterwards and show you the finished artwork pieces. And moving on to my final project, I have got 2 photo frames. I always keep spare photo frames. You just never know when you're going to need a photo frame. They make really handy gifts, and we're going to friends tomorrow, and we're going to visit other friends, and I just wanted to take the whole load of goodies, which is why I've been baking as well. And I thought it would be really fun too, as we were in Florida in January together, all of us. I thought it'd be really nice to actually take them some photos, but I didn't just want to do a photo in the frame because what scrapbooker ever just puts a photo in a frame? So I am going to start with removing the glass. I need a pair of scissors. I always remove the glass when I do this kind of thing. Just go careful because the edges can be really, really sharp. I like Wilko's for frames, but I use Poundland quite a lot as well. At Christmas time for the parents, I usually do something like that. So let's remove the glass. I'm going to be using my selfie printer to print off my photos. I'm using watercolour paper to go in the frame, just purely, you can't really pick it up here. It's lovely and thick and I love the slight textured effect. I'm using this, which comes out of the back of the frame, as my template, as that is the perfect fit. And I'm just going to go around in a pencil and cut it out and place this inside the frame. And my photos are printing nicely. This now fits in perfectly, and I've got the textured bit on the front side. So the plan was originally just to leave it plain behind, but actually I've decided to add the comic paper on each one behind. Do you know, even with just this inside, I think that would make a really nice gift. However, I want it to have photos on. So I've got some white pegs here, some white wooden pegs, and I've got my glue gun. I'm going to stick the pegs on top, and I'm also going to make a little pocket on the back to hold some extra photos so that the photos can be changed. So I've finished the frames. I'm really, really pleased with these. Obviously you can hang them straight if you want to. I've just chosen to put mine at an angle. But the cool thing about these is I have made a little pocket at the back. I've just put some double-sided sticky at the bottom, so thank you for being our Disney friends. And then I've included a couple of extra photos on each of them. But obviously they could take them, so they can obviously swap the photos. But the nice thing about this one is you could take that off and you could include other photos as well. Obviously it doesn't have to be the ones I've included. You can change them up, but I think they make a lovely, lovely gift. What do you think? I have got pretty much everything ticked off my list today. It's just after 6. I'm going to go and have a really quick shower because we need to walk down to the pub in about 15 minutes. I am so pleased with what I've got done today. I'm going to be wrapping those up as well because I've put some little gift bags to take. I think we're nearly sorted, and we're going to go and have a steak night tonight. It's a £7 steak night in our local pub. I'm just hoping they've still got some left when we go. So glad we had that extra hour in the end. We still ended up rushing. We've literally left our house at the time our dinner reservation's for.
Hope Tope's still there.
Hope they've still got steak. You wanted a steak for your birthday,
That'd be
didn't
nice,
you?
wouldn't it?
It would be really nice. Couple of weeks later, and I am finally going to do those frames. I've got the birthday card here, which I am going to cut down the middle, and the nice thing is Ada described it as like a little time capsule, sort of going back in a few years time or however many years and looking, sort of taking it out and looking at the wording. It will be really, really nice. So I think this looks really, really fun. I'm excited about doing this. And these belong at the top of the stairs on the wall. It's always fun doing your own artwork. It's completely unique. Nobody else is going to have the same artwork as you. The majority of the artwork in our house has been made by me. The great big canvases, just pretty much everything. I've made lots of like little collage canvases. Let's make sure that one is center. It's really, really fun creating your own art for your house. And there's that one as well. I think these look nice. I love these comics. They look so fun. There's just so many different ways. You could even just add the comic. They're one idea that I saw in the Polynesian resort in Disney. They've got like whole comics framed and like LP covers as well downstairs, just as you walk around to Trader Sam's. It looks really cool. But I love these. I think they look really, really cool. Let me know what you think. And let me know if you ever create your own artwork. I'm going to finish this video now, and I look forward to hanging out with you soon. I do not have a video coming up this weekend. It's been a bit of a crazy one recently, and I have been struggling a bit. And I tried filming last weekend, and it just didn't happen. And I've picked up the camera a few times, but I've been having really bad headaches and lots of anxiety problems. I just think there's just been so much going on at home, and it's just been really busy, and I've struggled to cope a little bit, to be really honest. So there won't be a video this weekend, but we'll try and film this weekend. Oh, we are filming this weekend because we're moving our daughter to Manchester. So we're going to share that with you, and hopefully now that life will start coming back to normal, we will start filming and just sharing a bit more, because it's just been a very, very manic summer. But I hope you've enjoyed hanging out today, and I'd love to hear if you ever create your own artwork, and I will catch up with you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.